You have done so much work. I don't even think you realize that you have done more internal work that is manifesting outwardly than a lot of humans on the planet. And it ain't just the work, it's the extent of how hard the work is that you have put in. Spiritually, it is as if you strapped up your boots and hiked up an entire mountain. And wouldn't you know that when you have done that much work, people will expect for you to pull them up? You laid the trail, they saw the route you took, and maybe they didn't quite understand how hard it was, but they were not even willing to put in the initial effort. Some of y'all are going to heights that people will never see. You will get perspectives and views that people will never know. And somehow, it's your fault that they don't get to see it. You are being told today that unfortunately during this time, you're not going to be able to reach your hand out and pull people up. You have a top of the mountain position with your name on it, and you must get there. Now, some of y'all are super close. Some of y'all just kissed the top of the mountain. Some of you guys are literally about to stand on the mountain peak. Some of y'all still making y'all way up there, and it's cool because you're going to make it. But what's going to determine if you get there? If you move forward as opposed to you turning around, reaching back, and letting other people pull you in the opposite direction. Okay? So today we're going to be talking about the trail that you're taking, how you're getting up there, how you're maneuvering, but what you must avoid in terms of all these hands reaching up to you, expecting you to do the hard work for them. Okay, let's see what we got. Very first card. Temperance. You are watched over and protected. First of all, you need to know your journey it's deep. It's a spiritual journey. It ain't just walking up the mountain. It's a spiritual journey that come with that. You are spiritually protected to take this route. Some of you guys are divinely guided to go to the top, and you will get there in supernatural and unconventional ways. Now, it's funny because I just said they saw you do it. They watched the trail. You laid it out. But for some of you guys, the reason why they can't do it is because there's a certain level of protection. Let's say, for example, it's all kind of bears and stuff. But for whatever reason, there is something on you where the bears know, don't touch that one. Where if they go in there, the bears are going to eat them up. Okay, so it's not just about you helping people or trying to bring people to the top. There's a spiritual protection that you have that they don't. They'll get devoured. They won't. There's nothing. This angelic temperance presence is not there for them because it wasn't meant for them to go that high up. Okay. Keep that in mind. You be done pull somebody up and they get addicted to crack, and next thing you know, they're a crackhead, and that's all your fault because they were supposed to stay at the bottom. You know what I mean? If they would have stayed at the bottom, they wouldn't have been a crackhead. But because you introduced them to all this money, this luxury, this lifestyle, they couldn't handle it. They fizzled out, and now they on crack. You know, something like that. They can't handle what's going. You can. What's going on behind the scenes? Something that the collective does not know, maybe not aware of, that we can reveal right now. Ooh, the King of Tokens. A noble and prosperous leader. So that's maybe somebody in the background who either, I'm going to clarify, who either wants you to pull them up or he's already at the top. Somebody is either already up there with you, or this is somebody who is one of those hands in the crowd. That's why I'm going to clarify right now. Okay, now it's a noble and prosperous leader, so it should be somebody on their own. But let's see what we get. The Three of Tokens. Collaboration leads to increased financial benefits. Okay, so what you don't know is there's someone at the top. Remember I said there's a top of the mountain position with your name on it. And it's probably next to someone else, okay? Or next to a group of people. There are people at the top. Now, see, it's interesting. The reason why you cannot reach your hands down to pull those people up is because there are other hands at the top that you're going to hold. You see? So you'll be holding the wrong hands, trying to pull the people down from the bottom. And remember, if you're pulling down from the bottom, they can pull you down. But if you're reaching up, they'll pull you up, or at least y'all on the same level holding hands. Look at this Three of Tokens. They're on the same level. They can hold hands with each other side by side. And that's what you're getting to. Not the hands you have to pull up, the ones you can hold side by side. That's what we're looking for. So you got the people there. And this is why you have to get away from those people reaching their hands up. All right. It's not meant for them to go to the top because that's not your community. What do we have on the high vibrational end, though? What's good about all of this? 7 of tokens. Come on, money. Look at all this money. Every card is money except for the angel. Goodness. Okay, the seed you plant will determine the harvest you reap. It's go time. You put in the work. What I said, you went up the mountain, you climbed, you took those routes. You did what you had to do. You put in the work, even the work that they couldn't see, the work that you didn't get no hand claps for, the work they didn't even acknowledge. Okay? So you're about to see these things multiply. Your journey has been blessed because you have to get to the top of it. And what's at the top of it? Of course, it's, a lot of benefits. It's harvest season. And this is another reason why you cannot reach for those hands. Do you see this 7 of tokens? Do you see what's in her hands? Do it look like she want to move her hands right now? I don't think this is the time to move your hands. Which hand you going to move? You going to put the money tree down with all the money growing and the pail with all of the things that nourish it to make it grow? That's what your hands are touching right now. So again, you ain't got time to pull people up because God got other things in your hands right now that are way more important. All right. Let's see what we got. Low vibrational end. What's the thing that, you need to watch out for? Something that maybe you need to be aware of. 2 of tokens. Financial growth is on the rise. Be purposeful in your efforts. Now, this is interesting because remember, I just said that. Now, let me put these up here together. Can you believe this? You see what I'm saying? Now, you just had the 7 of tokens. Now, take it how to apply. Don't get scared yet. I'm just giving you a scenario. 7 of tokens. I said, don't reach down there for them people. And then what happened? Oh, you said, well, I'm going to reach down for them people anyway. I could do it. I could do it all because I'm just this and that. And now look at the 2 of tokens. The money tree gone, the money pail with all of the money tree is there, but it's no money no more. And remember I said you was using that pail to water it and all of that, make it grow? Well, you lost the pail too. And you see how that money is, you can literally count the dollars laid out as opposed to the 7 of tokens where you could barely even count it with so much. And look how that blue energy on the tree is pulsating. It loses all of that with the 2 of tokens. Like all the magic is gone. And it's like you got to start over and it sets you back 5 steps. It took you backwards. This is what I'm talking about. Physical depiction to show you exactly what happens if you don't keep your eyes on the top of that mountain. Goodness, it don't get no plainer than that. All right, let's see. Next 7 days as it pertains to this energy. What do we have? Oh, come on. 10 of tokens. Y'all, every single card except for the angel for temperance is money. Oh, this is the big leagues. Oh, you did it now. We walk in there now. Establishing lasting generational wealth. You gonna make it. You gonna make it. And you gonna make it. You gonna have your community as well. The people that are actually supposed to be there with you. This is another reason you're not reaching your hand out. Because at the top of that mountain is that 10 of tokens. It's a castle. You ain't know that. Ooh, surprise. You didn't know that. The people at the bottom of the mountain didn't know that. I ain't even know that. I'm just not finding out with you. It's a castle up there waiting for us. And so that's another reason those people couldn't go with you because they're not moving into that castle. Oh, you thought you was just going to help them? No. That means the long way. That means now you got to put them in rehab. Now, you're the one that got to get them clean because if it wasn't for you and you and you, and it'll be all your fault. But so when you leave the people where they belong, they can stay healthy and so can you and your money and your generational wealth. And the people in the community that's supposed to be with you. Woo. I didn't even realize this. That's what's at the top of the mountain, y'all. All right, bottom of the deck. What do we have to wrap this all up? The Fool card. I love how that's just came together. It's another major arcana. A fresh adventure begins. So for some of y'all, you're just starting this journey. 0. And this just took you through the whole thing. So you know you're getting ready to do something. You know you're getting ready to build this generational wealth. You're about to build this legacy. And you know you got to get through this mountain. You got to make it up to the top. So your biggest clue right now is, sorry, y'all, I need my hands. I need my hands for my money tree, for my generational wealth. I need my hands so I can pump my arms, so I can get up to the top of that mountain, so I can get my castle. All right? Wow. Beautiful. All right, y'all. You know what you got to do. Let's get it. Make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel, get in the comments section. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Follow my other social medias, and I'll see y'all in the next video.